There was once a lover who had sighed for long years in separation from his beloved and wasted in the fire of remoteness. From the rule of love, his heart was empty of patience and his body weary of his spirit. He reckoned life without her as a mockery, and time consumed him away. How many a day he found no rest in longing for her. How many a night the pain of her kept him from sleep. His body was worn to a sigh. His heart's wound had turned him to a cry of sorrow. He had given 1,000 lives for one taste of the cup of her presence, but it availed him not. The doctors knew no cure for him, and companions avoided his company. Yea, physicians have no medicine for one sick of love, unless the favor of the beloved one deliver him. At last, the tree of his longing yielded the fruit of despair, and the fire of his hope fell to ashes. Then, one night, he could live no more, and he went out of his house and made for the marketplace. On a sudden, a watchman followed after him. He broke into a run, with the watchman following. Then other watchmen came together and barred every passage to the weary one. And the wretched one cried from his heart and ran here and there and moaned to himself, "Surely this watchman is Israel, my angel of death, following so fast upon me, or he is a tyrant of men, seeking to harm me." His feet carried him on, the one bleeding with the arrow of love, and his heart lamented. Then he came to a garden wall, and with untold pain he scaled it, for it proved very high, and forgetting his life, he threw himself down to the garden. And there he beheld his beloved with a lamp in her hand, searching for a ring she had lost. When the heart-surrendered lover looked on his ravishing love, he drew a great breath and raised up his hands in prayer, crying, "O God, give thou glory to the watchman and riches and long life." For the watchman was Gabriel, guiding this poor one, or he was Israfel, bringing life to this wretched one. Indeed, his words were true, for he had found many a secret justice in this seeming tyranny of the watchman, and seen how many a mercy lay hid behind the veil. Out of wrath, the guard had led him, who was athirst in love's desert, to the sea of his loved one, and lit up the dark night of absence with the light of reunion. He had driven one who was afar into the garden of nearness, had guided an ailing soul to the heart's physician. Now, if the lover could have looked ahead, he would have blessed the watchman at the start and prayed on his behalf, and he would have seen that tyranny as justice. But since the end was veiled to him, he moaned and made his plaint in the beginning. Yet those who journey in the garden land of knowledge, because they see the end in the beginning, see peace in war and friendliness in anger.